Hi everyone, today's video is going to tell you, I'm going to go over how 4 personality disorders manifest themselves in relationships. Going over the cluster B, 4 of them. Borderline personality disorder, histrionic, narcissistic, antisocial. Mostly you're a sociopath. We are starting to learn a lot about these disorders, aren't we? But you guys are victims of these people, of these relationships, abusive relationships, and you want to understand your experiences. So there's a lot of things in common. So you want to know why these things were happening in your relationships, what they meant, and we want to know things to look for, because these tend to be patterns in people's lives. We tend to have multiple relationships like this over and over again. Maybe our friends, typically coming from our family, maybe. Lots of overlap, guys. So we have to keep in mind that each person's different, even in these disorders. Each disorder has a very distinct diagnostic criteria with overlapping traits. A lot of you will say, someone I know, is diagnosed borderline, but they are very entitled. They're a narcissist. It's like, well, that's just one. And that's very common. I gotta say the 4 cluster B disorders are very, very narcissistic. People tend to be very narcissistic in these disorders. Human beings are narcissistic in general. We're in the middle of that spectrum. So lots of overlapping traits. Keep that in mind. I've got to kind of generalize somewhat, don't I? These are very typical patterns in relationships for each of these disorders. Also keep in mind that in these disorders, there's spectrums where some people fall higher and lower than others, and some are more functional than others, okay? Something they're all prone to is depression, anxiety, taking their own lives, addictions, emotional abuse, other kinds of abuse, and lacking self-awareness. Don't know who they are. Very contradicting. They say one thing, do another. I so value loyalty, as I talk bad about people behind their back, and they think they still value loyalty. Very confusing they can be. Huh? Also unstable. Okay, let's get into borderline personality disorder. A mental health condition characterized by intense emotional instability, impulsive behaviors, unstable relationships, and a distorted sense of self. In the beginning, they will show you'll see a rapid relationship cycle. And you'll see this. You are starting with these people when you started. It's right kind of where you left off. The cycles are so prominent and can just be constantly starting and stopping new relationships, always having someone there, probably talking to people while they're with you. When you met them and started dating, they were probably with someone else, lying to you about it, acting like a total victim. I can't get out of this relationship. They're controlling, abusive, they're neglectful, they beat me, they cheat on me, they don't love me. And they just start doing it with you. They're ruled by fear of abandonment. So the hyper-focused on rejection. You don't like me? Oh, you don't like that about me? Oh, was that too much? Oh, should I not do that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry in the beginning. Fast. Lacking all kinds of boundaries. Sit there and tell you all about themselves and everything about their life, and never stop telling you everything about themselves, and just constantly asking you questions that may be inappropriate, something that you wouldn't ask somebody for a while after you get to know them. Talking about their finances, things like this. Total lack of boundaries. Want to tell you about all their abuse and trauma. They want to know all about yours. Idealizing you, impulsive, overly involved, enmeshed, smothering. Want to be all, I want to see you every day. Let's stay the night. I want to stay the night. Let's have sex. We're dating, right? We're together. You don't like anybody else, right? Just me. I mean, just, oh shit. Sensitive to criticism and need a constant validation. Everything's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. No, it's okay. I'm sorry that guy did that to you. You're gonna be okay. Try this. Let's do this. I'll make you feel better. All the time. Testing your loyalty. The borderline woman might start having feelings for you and getting attached to you, and they might do something real nasty to you just to see if you'd stick around. They might sock you right in the mouth. I know this. They might cheat on you. See what you'll put up with. The red flags are impulsive and unstable. They're moving around a lot. Their home life is unstable. They're kind of staying with someone on the couch, or someone's taking care of them, or they're still living with their boyfriend or ex-girlfriend, and they can't keep a job very well, hold a job, always victim, always blaming other people. Not their fault. They can't do this. I can't do that. I don't know. I'm scared. And then the relationships, stop and starting, constant stop and starting, throwing people away fast. Very common to have other mental illnesses, eating disorders, addictions, in a relationship, high intensity emotion, anger, rage. Always patterns of idealize it to value. They all kind of do, at least histrionic, narcissistic, and borderline have a tendency to idealize a person or a relationship. And then when you're no good to them anymore, when you are better than them anymore, I'll get into that, different things, but they might devalue for different reasons. A borderline is, you're not taking care of me, you're not making me feel better anymore. My delusional, paranoid ideation means that you're cheating on me. You're cheating on me, you're cheating on me, you're cheating on me, and break up with you and believe that you're cheating on them and you've never cheated on them. Histrionic personality disorder, mental health condition characterized by excessive emotionality, attention-seeking behavior, strong desire to be the center of attention. This person is scary. This person's a mess. They will sabotage themselves seeking attention. They will hurt themselves seeking attention. Maybe not on purpose, but it's important. It's more valuable than anything else. Excessive attention seeking. And when this stops or slows down, it's perceived as neglect or rejection and results in conflict. Hypersensitive to perceived slights. Misconstrue, don't understand, no emotional connection with you, doesn't really know you, constantly wondering what you're going to do. You're doing this, accuse you of things all the time. You don't love me. You're rejecting me. Becomes extremely dependent on reassurance, compliments, validation, attention, affirming their worth and attractiveness non-stop, all the time. I'm not talking about a borderline that wants your attention. I'm talking about narcissists that wants the crowd to like them. I'm talking about a little child, toddler, that if you aren't all paying attention to me, you're wrong, you're bad, you hate me, and I will do almost anything and react in a way that I get all the attention. These people will begin fast. They're very seductive. They'll be flirty. Sex right away. Promiscuity all the time. They'll say that you guys are dating on their first or second date. You hang out one time, you're my best friend. They'll tell everybody that you're best friends now. They'll tell everyone that you're dating, and you're like, oh my God. We haven't even gone on a date yet. I just talked to her. Massive conflict, false accusations, and devalue. Because you're no good. You're rejecting me. You're not meeting my needs. You're cheating on me. The red flags are emotionally dramatic, and you'll see this in speech the most with this person. Their speech is dramatic, and oh my God, and it's always like, oh, I almost died. Oh, this really saved my life. I knew a histrionic that believed that, little gimmicks that they say will do this to you and do this for you, they believe it all. Believe it all. Believe it all. And it's just amazing. It saved my life. I was able to walk again. It cured my whatever. had an angina attack. Almost died. I had anxiety, panic attack, and almost died. No, you didn't. You just had anxiety and a panic attack. Speech is so shallow, and it's just always emotionally and just always just go, 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 go. They may just talk all the time and all the time and all the time and all the time. And the second they stop, you think it's your turn, and you start saying something, they cut you right off. And as you're talking, they go, huh, oh, yeah, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too. And then they just can't even wait till you're done and just, oh my God, listen to my story. You'll go to me and just say, me and my dad went to the zoo once and saw a giraffe, and oh my God, me too, and I just love giraffes, and my giraffes are my favorite animal, and then I really want to go to Africa sometime, and I want to go to the Sahara, and it just be so cool to see the giraffes, and I also like rhinoceroses, and I like hippos, and this one time, me and my daughter, we went down in Sweden, and then we 10 years ago, we go, oh my God, you wouldn't believe it, and then it was like this, and then it was like this, and then you'll start talking, and they just go, yeah, me too, I know, and then you just never say anything, and you just sit there, and they completely suck all the energy right out of you. So you can't remember what you're going to say anymore. You don't know what you're going to say. You don't know when you're going to say anything. All you can really do is go, huh? Really? Wow, cool. Oh, shoot, really? Oh, wow, that's too bad. Oh, neat, good. Oh, cool, really? Shoot, good job. Oh, hey, blah, blah, blah. And they'll surround themselves with people all the time, and they'll always have a friend coming over, and one's leaving, and one come over again, and have more friends come over here all the time, and stay with me all the time, and hang out with me all the time, and just listen to me all the time, and I got all kinds of things to tell you, and I got stories, and I'm going to start telling you, and after you know me about a month, now you're hearing these stories 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and you realize that these stories aren't even cool, they aren't funny, they aren't neat, it's just all about them, and you think they're a complete narcissist. Sound like someone you know? Narcissistic personality disorder, our favorite. Mental health condition characterized by inflated sense of self-importance, deep need for admiration and adoration, and a lack of empathy. All have their sensitivity, don't they? The borderline's all afraid that you're going to abandon them. The histrionic's all afraid you're going to reject them, cheating on them, right? And then the narcissist, total hypersensitivity to anything critical. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And these people block this well. I've gotten arguments with people about people diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, and they're like, oh, they're so confident, and they're so sure of themselves, and they're so secure, and they say, that is an act. An act, and I don't care how big and tough and rough they are, they got the shallowest little ego, thin, you just poke your finger right through it and they freak out, and they could fall deep into depression to threatening your life. Attack on the ego, that's all they care about. They have completely rejected themselves, who they truly are since their childhood. They're so ashamed of it. It's ego, ego, ego. That's all that matters. What we look like, what I sound like, what people think of me. I'm only happy if you think I'm happy. I'm only cool if you think I'm cool. And I do everything to fake it. Fake, false, covert, facade. They will win you over with charm and compliments and taking you out and gifts and paying in the beginning. They are treating you the way they want to be treated. And that amazing way they treat you is really what they think of themselves, how they deserve, entitlement. I deserve. And you'll start seeing this ego rise and rise and rise until you realize it's better than you. They deserve more than you. You need to work harder for what you want. They don't. Just because they're just them. That's it. An 18-year-old coming out of high school believes he should have a great career. Doesn't need to go to college. Doesn't need to start at the bottom. Boom. Give me that job. Go and apply for some crazy-ass job that you would never get. Just all. And then when they don't get it, they can't take it. Oh, I need to go hurt someone and win a race and go spend a bunch of money. And they may never let anyone see that side of them. Absolute fear of vulnerability. You're number one. You're amazing. Oh my God. So beautiful, gorgeous, and perfect. Perfect. It's all an act. It's all an act. They are completely controlling.
They're jealous and envious, always fearing that they'll be left with themselves, that they'll be humiliated, rejected, compares to others all the time. That's why they have low self-esteem. They're always comparing themselves to everyone. They want to know everything about your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends. They want to know everything about your friends. And my friend, I'm better than your friend. I don't like your friends. Your friends don't like me. And just competes with everything. It has to win. Second place, last place, causes all kinds of conflict and aggression, depression, run and hide and run and cry to mommy, literally at 60, if mom's still alive. Constant need for admiration and adoration. Prioritizes their needs over your own feelings. Whatever they want is more important than how bad you felt about it. I needed it. I wanted it. Why would you stand in my way? Why are you telling me that it made you feel bad? They have to be better than you. They have to be better than you. When ego is no longer stroked, they start to devalue. So whether you're not giving them enough praise and adoration and admiration, which is all, secondary physical things that all go down there. This causes an emotional, hormonal reaction to them, and you can't sustain that. I mean, you're gonna have to really keep doubling down and doubling down and doubling down, and then eventually they don't feel that way anymore because they can't on their own. They're dependent on you, and so eventually that's not good enough. Then they begin to devalue, or they start feeling like you're better than them. My whole act and everything doesn't work anymore. They're calling me out. The mask is slipping. They're seeing who I really am. Get away from them. This causes shame. So first, they believe they found the perfect partner. They totally idealize a partner to better them, to escalate them. You admire them. You adore them. It's emotion. You raise their status. It's ego. They have to be better than you. Have to. And when they're not, you're no good anymore. If you're better than them, shame, gone, discard. Antisocial personality disorder. Now, someone who's a psychopath and sociopath most likely will fit this criteria, but I'm talking about people with antisocial personality disorder. Most likely you're sociopath. It's a mental health condition characterized by persistent disregard for rights of others, impulsive behavior, lack of remorse, and unlawful behavior. No respect to laws or rules or authority. The sociopath. Well, and now, some people think sociopaths have limited emotions and all this stuff. Now, they may appear cold, they may not have the most affect sometimes, but they have a wide array of emotion as we do. Will only have relationships with you to exploit you. That's it. If they're not exploiting you, there's no reason to even say hi to you. None. No human connection at all. Only for personal gain. Financial, emotional, to be sex and stuff, or social. That's it. They will control you with manipulation, aggression, unlawful behavior, and violence. They will do whatever it takes to get what they want from you. It doesn't matter how they do it at all. There's no remorse, there's no compassion, and very little to none empathy. They will violate you if they have to. Your body, your space, your privacy, your belongings. They will begin with manipulation and lying, superficial charm, charisma, demand your loyalty, lack empathy, and walk away from you when they're done without a single care at all. You find yourself with these traits, you're worried about that, go see a mental health professional. Don't diagnose yourself. Get help. There's help available. Everybody can become a better person. We need relationships with ourselves and other people. They have to be functional, or life will be miserable. If you find yourself in a relationship like this, step outside of it, tell someone and ask for help. If you've had relationships like this, get help. Get help. We need to figure something out and fix something. And we can. We can. Okay? Don't give up. Please let me know your examples if you can. Share your examples. Share your advice. I obviously didn't cover everything. I can't make the video too long. Too much information. So please feel free to add as much as you want. I'd appreciate thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And you can find me at daviddemars.com if you want coaching. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.